this is obviously our Carl Hansen brand, as you can see. These are also Hans Wagner's. Very beautifully made. You can see it's all literally one piece of wood. And you can see the copies out there because there's normally a join somewhere. The fact that it's very fine, very difficult to achieve without years and years of experience. And then obviously we have our Rimedesio table. I love the fact that they've combined the metal with the wood. Quite stunning, and you can see what's very elegant here is they've done something slightly different. They've kind of separated the two lengths. It just gives a little bit of a design feature, which is quite lovely. We obviously have our wall hung units, which is really quite unique. Just the fact that, again, this is made of glass and aluminium. You know, the interior is finished in leather, which is really lovely. They do everything from the cutouts and the glass. The detailing, you can see the quality of that, it's just effortless. And we can have this in a wood, we can have it in a glass, we can have it in a ceramic, we can have a glass top or a marble top. I actually have some clients who've decided to put their own special stone on the top, which we can do. This product is fantastic because we can use it in bathrooms. We have often done bathroom vanities, TV units. I've actually created sort of makeup areas where the drawers are a bit narrower. And then of course you have lovely shelving, which is great. So I think with these products, even though they have sort of standard options, you can be creative with them. You know, you can create a space that's unique for the customer. And I think that's what's really special. There is some flexibility in the product in that we can change some sizes and change the look and feel. Of course, the sizing of the overall paneling or unit is determined by the size of the room. So we would obviously do a site visit or work from an architect's plans. You can see here we have a huge variety of samples.
I remember going through
so
these.
when we sat together and looked at that, and obviously when we prepare the design, we consider you know, where the house is, what kind of look and feel we want. Do we want matte glass? Do we want fabric? Do we want leather? Do we want marble? And then we pull it all together. We also have really stunning internal doors, as you can see. These are gorgeous because you can have them floor to ceiling depending on your ceiling height. And again, the technology in creating something like this is just unbelievable. I mean, you can't get this perfect finesse, you know, with a wooden door made locally. I did a beautiful house in Buckhoven where all the doors were floor to ceiling, and it was just exceptional because you felt like the floor and the ceiling were just floating between the doors. Really beautiful. This is a stunning door. I've often used this in like a wine cellar or in a bathroom en suite. If you want a little bit of glitz, nice to have something like that. And then our sliding doors are really phenomenal. I mean, they are absolutely gorgeous. You can see there's no visible track. It's all flush in the ceiling, and no guide on the floor. And they are quite robust, as you can see. And we have lots of different finishes available, different patterns. We can change the height. We obviously consider what size panels we need, and whether there's space in the ceiling for a track, a flush track or not. We do have a surface mounted track, which is also optional. And then again, we've got lovely wardrobes and island units, and we can be creative with this. I mean, we could have some closed furniture in between the open furniture. Sometimes I have husband and wife, and the wife wants everything closed and the husband wants everything open. So we can create something that suits everybody. You can see here's a lovely wooden sliding door, which is quite stunning. This is also available in an oak, which is really, really very, very elegant. You can see, and what's lovely is that this can actually come off to clean the glass, which is quite stunning. This is another open solution. You can see here, the difference between this one and that one is that this has a backing, and you can have, again, fabric, glass, leather. There are a lot of options available for you to choose from, which is quite stunning. This is a closed system we have. And what's quite stunning about this and why it's so clever is that everything hangs off that frame. I don't know if you can see, there's nothing touching the back wall. We can close it if you want the back closed.
Yes.
Otherwise, you could have a gorgeous wallpaper, a marble, a mirror.
Yes.
We can really be quite creative with that, which is really stunning.
Your walls here, can't really see it in this light, but here,
this is a perma suede, which is stunning.
It's inspired a lot in the boardroom.
It's really nice because it's got a lovely texture, so it gives a little bit of an organic feel, but at the same time it's quite smooth. And this can be done in lots and lots of different colors. You can have more texture or less texture. You can actually have a little bit of glass put in here to give a shimmer if you want.
Yes.
This is again complements our kind of look and feel.
Yeah, it inspired our walls.
Yeah,
our boardroom.
Absolutely. You can see this is another system where you can, the sort of wall hung. Again, you can see how this is very different to the one around the corner. The shelving is really very special because the light is hidden behind. So it's kind of invisible lighting. And these can be any length. I mean, you can have, even just having a wall with one long thin shelf on it is just elegant.
I love the lighting behind it.
It's really stunning. And I always say less is more. You don't want to have too much, and I think what's really nice about this product is that it isn't trying too hard.
Yeah.
Without it needing lots of frills and trims.
Yes.
It stands out. This is another brand that we work with, Living Divani.
Yes.
So they are also an Italian brand, a very boutique factory. So there's not a very big factory. Every piece is made to order, and again, you can see the very special detail that they've got, even the way the cushions are stitched, the internal.
I think we looked at the one in the front, which had a similar pattern fabric pattern.
Because I love this fabric. It's quite cool for summer.
Yes.
And what's nice about this sofa is that it's fantastic in an area where you've perhaps got a view on both sides.
Yes.
Or maybe you've got the dining room table on one side and a beautiful view.
Yes.
Or it's just in an entertainment area where people can sit, relax, walk around, and all be together at the same time. So it opens up the space rather than needing to be against a wall.
This is where where the table used to be.
This is where our table, your table used to be. So again, you can see some different brands here. This is Molteni and Dada.
This is beautiful.
And you can see here, this is Living Divani. This is a beautiful little sofa to have also in an entrance to a home or in your bedroom.
This is the one that dipped.
This is the one that dips. So this one's actually called the Sumo.
Yeah.
It's quite sweet. You can see it's got like a little dip underneath there, which is quite lovely. Yeah, really stunning.
Don't be surprised in a few years.
Yeah, you're going to have to come back.
Walter has
and these are also Living Divani. I would recommend sitting in that. It's absolutely stunning.
My phone out,
Really lovely. And what's nice is that the leather...
Very comfortable, Twan.
It is comfortable here. Really stunning.
Yeah, the tan leather really goes well with everything.
It does. It's quite neutral.
Very comfortable.
And I think timeless again. So you can see the finishes that we have in here are timeless. There's no kind of decorative
those are very comfortable.
So they're very classy.
Yes, belt top.
And then you have our ball top here. This is our monoblock, which is a signature piece of ball tops manufacturing. And you can just see the detailing in the product. I mean, it really is second to none. You can see here the finishing of it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then you can see there's an example of our plate dividers, internal drawers. This is a lovely system because let's just say that tomorrow you buy a longer spoon, you can open the space up.
That's clever.
Which is really clever. The plate dividers are lovely because they keep your plates in position.
Did Mervyn do those plates?
Those are from Mervyn. Yes. He's also lovely. You should maybe go and see him.
That's my next step.
Next
step with the...
And if you have a look at the sink here, you can see how that literally is just seamless. It really is very special. This is one of the bull top taps. I always say that if you do actually cook and if you know what it's like to have dirty hands, and all you need to do is use your wrist to open and close the tap.
Same in my dad's house, John.
Yeah. The chopping board is stunning because it hangs over the edge here. So if you are chopping, you can just scoop into your hand or into your plate. This is really stunning. You can see the storage here. I would invite you to come and have a look at this side. you know, this is a lovely setup because you've got utensils, spices, cutlery, groceries. The veggie storage is lovely.
It's like a B-roll shot for
And
John.
then obviously you've got a few everyday, I always say have your just everyday groceries at arm's reach. You don't have to use our spice jars. You can also just place your normal spices like that. These are great because when you're working, you can take it out. When you're cooking, and in this setup you have, quite conveniently, you've got fire, water, extractor, pretty much everything you need right here. So
this was different to when we came many moons ago. So
yeah,
nice
this
to
is
see
a newer
different one. Maybe walk us through a little bit of Gaggenau, is that how you pronounce it? Maybe walk us through that brand.
This is Le Creuset, which is quite a beautiful pots and pans.
So where they're from?
So Gaggenau is German.
Yes.
We obviously don't work with one specific appliance brand.
Yeah.
We work with Miele, Siemens, Bosch, Gaggenau. Gaggenau tends to suit our market quite a lot. And Miele too, actually. I think it just depends on a preference for the client. So I'll never push someone into a particular brand. I would always give them the benefits and you know the cons of each brand, and or just present them with something that suits their requirements. This is a really fantastic hob because it has an intelligent surface, so you can put any pot or pan on here, and it will recognize the pot and pan. You can see here they also have the option to combine different types of cooking surfaces. So this is a barbecue grill, this is a teppanyaki, and then you have here your front controls. These are really stunning because they light up. Switched on.
Wow.
And then if you come this side here, just while we're here, I'll just show you our lovely coffee station. This is something similar to what you have in the boardroom. This is a great unit because you can have your coffee machine, your kettle, your toaster, maybe your cereals and everything in beautiful jars. You've got your teas and coffees
gives me some
right here, which is quite stunning.
Boardroom.
Everything's literally at arm's reach, which is really great. And then we have even your lovely tea tray, you can see here. Chopping board when you turn it over. This is basically a bread container which fits perfectly into this unit, but it's also just so elegant and beautiful to have on the dining room table. Just quite stunning. What's quite nice about these pocket doors is that you can obviously, again, like you have, you can shut off any sort of kitchen element, if you like. I always say to people, you don't want to feel like you're in a kitchen. You want to feel like you're in a room. And a lot of our homes in South Africa are open plan. So you want to be able to feel confident about your kitchen. You want to feel happy with having people in there. And you know, I know this sounds like a cliche, but everything happens in the kitchen. People always stand around when you're cooking or come and have a drink. So I think it needs to, you know, complement the rest of the space. So you can see there when you open this, as I said, it's like a gift. So you say after dinner, would you like some tea or coffee? And there you go. It's a nice feeling. We also have the option to close your appliances if you want to. You can shut that off as well. Some people, again, want to have zero kitchen feel, and then you can close it. Some people say, well, you know what, it's such a gorgeous appliance. It is a kitchen, I want to see it. This is a Gaggenau 76 oven. You can see here, and they've got some lovely features like telescopic rails. You can pull the oven right out, the tray right out if you need to stir something rather than put your hands in the hot oven. They also have a beautiful pizza stone, which we don't have on display here, but it's fantastic for baking bread. Pizzas, of course, really stunning. And then what you see here is their steam oven. So the steam oven has become, or it's a healthier way of cooking. And what's quite nice about this is that you can not only steam meat or vegetables or fish, you can also bake in here. So baking in here is phenomenal. And this is a combination steam oven. So you can steam, for example, a joint of meat. And you know, if you had to kind of put meat in water, or it loses its coloring. And then what you do afterwards is you brown it. So because it's combination, you can steam it, so it keeps all the juices and flavors inside the meat, and then you can brown it afterwards and make it all crispy on the outside. So
sure.
it really is a lovely appliance to use. We also have another option of a sous vide, I don't know if you've heard of that, which basically is like a vacuuming drawer. So you can vacuum your fish, for example, or your meat, and then you can cook it in the steam oven. This is a warmer drawer. It's not only a warmer drawer.
Sure.
You can also use this to thaw meat, to prove dough, and slow cook.
Wow.
So it is a lovely, lovely appliance. It's great to reheat food because it keeps all keeps the food from drying out when you reheat it, which is really nice. So this is a pocket door that we have from Built-Up. Again, as I said, you can close it. And then at the top there, we have something very special that's included with the product. It's like a safety mechanism. So let's just say somebody puts the oven on, and I don't know how you would forget, but if you did and you closed it and it overheats, that unit will shut the appliance down.
Sure.
So it's like a safety mechanism, which is quite good. Again, here you can see the Carl Hansen chairs.
Wow.
I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. And what's really stunning, even though it's a very old, traditional way of manufacturing, you can see that it complements a modern style. So again, it just brings some warmth to something that's rather crisp. We also work with floss lighting. This is floss you see here. So floss is a really beautiful Italian brand. They have lots of lighting options available, lamps. You can have suspended lighting, you can have ceiling lighting. This lighting track you see up here is actually also from floss. So we've tried to, in our kind of Domum brand, we've tried to give a customer an option of all the best things in life. So hopefully we can give people that when we put their designs together. This is a lovely unit which I've often used in like a pajama lounge or in a dining room where you want to have your wine and your drinks, or maybe you just have a popcorn machine or an espresso machine. Quite nice to have the fridge near you, that you can just, as I said, lovely in a pajama lounge. So again, you can see here, this is Built-Up's solid wooden fronts. And what Built-Up have done, which is very clever, they actually put sheets of steel between the solid wood, and that keeps it rigid. So it gives it that everlasting finish. And that's handless, which is quite nice. And then I can show you around the corner. This is actually very interesting because this is this kitchen, believe it or not, is about 12 years old. And you can see that it's still really gorgeous. I mean, we have people coming in here saying, we want to buy this. And you can see the quality is still there. I mean, this kitchen was actually installed in our Johannesburg showroom on display. We had chefs cooking in it. We've had people touching it and opening and closing it regularly. And then it was uninstalled, packaged, road hauled to Cape Town and reinstalled here in a different layout. And you can see that the quality, 12 years old, still looks really, really stunning.
Quite cool, you kept it. Wow,
I think someone's actually bought this one now because they just couldn't help themselves. This is a lovely feature. It's quite nice to have the option to, it's a sieve. You can pour your pasta in here, rinse your vegetables. This is one of our pocket doors. I always say to people it's quite nice to get everything off the surface so that when that comes down it's quite functional. You can have all your knives in there, you've got plug sockets. This comes off so you can wash it, which is quite nice. Soap dispenser. Handy.
Wow.
And when we're designing the kitchen, obviously we pay a lot of attention to how you would work in the kitchen. So this setup, for example, is quite clever. So if you were to open your drawer, you can scrape your plates, give them a rinse under the tap, take your dishwashing tablet out there and pop it in the dishwasher.
Cheapers.
So we try to plan things so that everything is seamless, effortless. I think when you investing this much in your kitchen, you want it to be well planned. I think it's always very special when your clients come back to you. I think that means a lot. So that was obviously very important for me. And obviously, I had a lovely journey with your dad doing his kitchen. You connect with your clients on a different level. So I think they also gain trust. And I felt kind of privileged that your dad had come back And I think that my approach to the project was really that I didn't want it to be like every other boardroom. You know, I wanted it to have a unique feeling. I didn't want it to feel commercial. I wanted it to be elite. And I think that the finishes that we picked were quite subtle. We brought in a lot of elegance with the sliding doors that obviously gives more of a homely feel to the space rather than just being sterile. We wanted your clients to be able to arrive and experience a luxury feeling.